Welcome, everybody, to the final game of the 2026 season.
Final game for Sunday's players. Give it up for your winning team in black, the Thunder. Now Thunder will convert the home team in yellow. Give it up for the Trailblazers.
Ready for the championship game on their TV, and I'm just like, oh, it's so special. And my dad's side, and my mom can watch, they can watch it together. I'm like, with Mason, number 32. Yeah.
Oh, you're Malia's mother.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a coach of the Sparks like back in 3rd grade. I remember. Melissa.
Yes. Very good memory.
I remember your Sparks.
Thank
They
you.
were great.
It's very exciting.
Bradley Smoker was on that team.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, glad they enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Let's hope Mason delivers today. Thank you, though. Thank you for that. Coach, check. Are you going to get mic'd up?
Is this where all the food is?
How about him? Yeah, try Mrs. Stoltzfus bread here.
All right, folks, we're about to get underway. I better switch microphones here. Well, I guess we're still good. We want to mic up Coach Chick. Titus, could you grab that microphone all the way down there? Coach Chick, championship final. I know you have a lot to say, and I already know you're proud of your boys.
Two great teams in the final.
Absolutely. And the man dribbling right now has not lost this year when he's played. Jude Lapp. It'd be nice if I showed you. Sorry about that, folks. Titus is getting me my other camera turned over. Grant Stoltzfus. Grant up in. Yeah, just disconnect it. So Chick, I don't know. Chick Coles is here with me, folks. Coach of the Sixers. Just want to hold on to that. Beiler into the lane. Bauer, bounce pass turned over. Chick, did you hear that the Trailblazers here in yellow scored 69 points and broke the league record? Michael Roth's 76ers. Back in 2020, that record has stood at 64. Today, broken. What do you think of the Trailblazers?
Trailblazers are a really great team. We practiced on the other end of the court on Tuesday night from them, and they worked hard.
And how about this young man here, Carter McDowell?
He's tough.
Up and in. Check, Andrew Horgan says hello from South Carolina online.
All right, I was just down there yesterday. It's summer down there.
Beiler, bounce pass, Bauer, missed it. And Trailblazers up 4 quick. Check, let's talk about the Sixers. I know it was an emotional day. Did you have a first tough game where the boys winded?
We did.
Timberwolves made you earn it?
They really did. My first thought when the game was over is we had to play too hard to win that game. And that's what Mike Good said to me after we lost the second game. He said, we took it out of you, and I think he's right.
Zach Martin, 6-0. Yes, I mean, Coach, when your team is depleted, then you got to go in and face a very hard Thunder team.
Well, you know, all season long, we had great support throughout the team. You know, guys you might not have thought would contribute a lot to the score, contributed a lot. And we just couldn't put the ball in the basket in the second game.
Yeah, I mean, they played a great game, too. There's Stoltzfus.
And even still, it was a 10-point game, which is not a lot of points in this league.
They held Chase Gwaltney to 6 points. When you do that, you got a good defense.
Yes, yes.
What'd you think of their game plan? They had Beiler all over Gwaltney, the Thunder. Number 16 there was
Well,
covering Chase.
and they didn't leave Nick Roberts alone either.
Did Roberts foul out in that game?
He
Is
did.
that he did? That's
He
what I
did.
thought. I saw him sitting. I said, "No way, they're sitting Nicholas Roberts this late in the game."
No, for sure.
But it was still a fantastic season.
It was
5 wins, 2 losses,
I told my team
playoff win.
before the first game. I said, I don't know what's going to happen today. Anything happens at championship Saturday, but you're champions. And
I know how bad Chase wanted his first championship.
yeah.
Well, you never know, Chick. Maybe they'll extend the league to 10th grade next year.
But that would be a great.
If we're getting a lot of inquiries, I can tell you, a lot turned over. Grant had Carter, but he tripped.
Well, I know we're not gonna grow by accident. Okay, if we're gonna grow, we got to plan growth and what it's gonna look like, and I'd like to see that happen.
There's Grant McDowell to Stoltzfus. This is 10-0 already.
It's going in a direction.
They just dropped 69 on the Jazz, but that was without Dawson Fisher. Did you hear what happened to Dawson?
I heard. I saw him in the crowd with a boot on.
Stoltzfus, another steal.
Look at this.
Boy, Grant, just unbelievable. I'm glad that he missed a game so I didn't have to decide on the regular season MVP. It made my life easier. I made that rule. If you miss a game, you're out. As long as everybody else plays good, which Jake Harding did, absolutely.
Well, it's probably been the most competitive season
Absolutely.
in my tenure.
I believe that too. This league has been phenomenal. If they go to 10th grade, we can repeat it one more year. If not, Chick, I've been getting a lot of inquiries for people to want to do a summer league, a Stream with Purpose league over the summer. Wouldn't be an upward league, though. But so many people are asking me. They want to play over the summer.
Well, I think we've generated a good deal of buzz in the basketball community. Almost every year we're registering more kids, and that attracts people, attracts excitement.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know. I mean, we'll think about it. I just wanted to do boot camps, one-day boot camps. But from all the boys I'm talking to, they all want a summer league. Now, the thing I would do is I would open it up to 12th grade. So there are a lot of people after upward that have nowhere to go to play. Girls, too. I've gotten requests to open it up till 12th grade. We'll see. Right now, we got to get through this one, and this is not a good start for the Thunder. 12-0.
12-0 is a decent hole.
For a team like the Thunder, Gavilondo hits. Finally, they got a point. Here's Sean Stoltzfus. That's for 3.
Good rebound.
Eby under there. And here's Jude Lapp. Chick, what do you think of Jude Lapp?
He's a monster.
I always said you put a cape on him, he could fly. But I got to give credit to Josh Beiler. There he is, Beiler, and 1. Josh did a phenomenal job on Chase Gwaltney. It is not easy to guard Chase Gwaltney. And when you can limit him to 6 points, that's probably the game plan they went in there with. We want to limit Chase Gwaltney. And if I would tell you, hey, how's 6 points, the Thunder would take that in a heartbeat. And that's exactly what happened. And a lot to do with Josh Beiler was fantastic on defense. And not too bad on offense either. But Chick, you guys had a lot of no calls, I noticed. Were there complaints about, I saw a lot of fouls in that game. Could have gone both ways.
Yeah,
But
that's not a conversation I get
yeah, I
involved
know.
in too much.
I got a few complaints.
Well,
Here's Stoltzfus. Sean missed it.
I heard some people complaining about the rims. Come on.
The rims. Wow.
What about the temperature?
Turned over. Grant. Sean. This is becoming fun right now.
It's going to be a good first quarter.
A lot of scoring. I watched the girls 7 to 10 league that scored 1 bucket each for the first quarter. And now I'm watching 18 points right here. Here's McDowell. I heard he had a lot to do with that 69-point game. Titus, did you watch any of that 69-point game? Wow, that's right. Rejected by Grant Stoltzfus. Deshaun, tell your mother that is the greatest bread in the world right there.
It is.
That's all I ate all day. I didn't need hot dogs or whatever else they have. This is Stoltzfus bread, folks. If you know Deshaun's mother, Tristan. What a shot, Musser. They're saying don't rule us out just yet. So after 1 quarter of play, 14-6. Let's take a look at the regular season
And now it's
MVP
time
awards.
for the 2026 RMVP, the regular season MVP awards. Boys 7 to 9. Winner is Jake Harding of the Heat. The boys 5-6 winner is Tristan Stoltzfus of the Nittany Lions. The girls 7 to 10 winner is Lexi Gwatney of the Sky. And last, the girls 56 winner is Emery Gardner from the Lady Tigers. Congratulations, players.
All right, we're back. Second quarter action. And Grant Stoltzfus is just tearing apart the Thunder right now. My goodness. Here's Musser. In and out. And Harnish can't hang on. Coach Good really wore down the Sixers, huh, Chick? Made you earn every point?
Yeah, they did.
How would you describe that game for somebody who didn't see it?
We had to fight. It felt like we'd get 5 points, and then we give 3 of them back.
So back and forth?
Back and forth.
Lapp.
I think
Stoltzfus got behind
the
him.
one thing we were able to do in that game is to keep the lead. Even if it was small, we were ahead.
So you never got behind? Tyler Hochstetler. So the Timberwolves never got ahead not once? Yeah, that was Tyler
we
turned
were able
over.
to keep the lead.
McDowell for 3.
Oh my goodness.
21-6.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to get Beiler here for too many steps. Coach Good, what do you think of these Trailblazers? Are they too good?
No, they're very well coached, and they pass the ball a lot.
Hochstetler got to the championship last year. Now he wants to win it this year. And it looks like it may happen here unless the Thunder get going. Carter got it to Tyler. Looking for more. Tyler again. Oh, good. Beiler comes down with it. Here's Josh. Turned over. Carter, McDowell. McDowell for 3. Missed it. Grant turned over to McDowell. This is academic right now. It's got to be this game. The regular season MVP is going to happen right here in this game. There's Wenger, missed it. Let's take a look at the past MVPs. Chick Coles, any of your players on here? Christopher Ween, Fonzie, Ronan Casey, Tyler Lapp, 2022, Luke Harding, that was your boy, 2023 Knicks.
I know some of those people.
I know you know Mr. Harding, don't you?
Yeah.
What a game. I never saw you so quiet in my life when you upset the Brad Slaughter's Lakers. Do you remember that game, Chick? You were.
I do. They didn't need me.
They didn't need you.
They
Luke Harding was sensational. Luke, championship game MVP. Well, we got to give one here. So we got to pay attention. Probably going to come down to Carter or Grant. Grant. Tyler Hochstetler for 3. That missed everything. Chick, did you enjoy the season?
I did. Like I said, I think it was the most competitive in my tenure here, and that's good. I mean, how many great games did we have this season?
Oh, they were fantastic.
One-pointers, buzzer beaters.
Fantastic. In fact, I won't be able to tell you on this screen. Andrew Horgan wants to know if Dawson Fisher hurt himself. And that's going to be a charge on Musser. Yes, Dawson Fisher snapped his Achilles heel, folks.
Yeah, he's sitting down in the audience with a boot on.
Is he down there?
It was earlier.
See if we can find him. I was not there to witness that one. Martin. Got it to Eby. The Chick, I want you to look at number 13 in yellow. And he had a jersey that had 2 different numbers on it, and it drove me insane. I don't know how it happened. He wore 22 and 13. He must have got the jersey fixed. Finally, Lonnie said to me, he's got 2 different numbers. I kept saying, who's not here? It's confusing me. Grant Stoltzfus with the left. We got to look at that one again. Look at this. First with the steal. My goodness gracious. I mean, you don't see stuff like that normally here at Upward. Here's Lapp for 3. Missed it. Bauer comes down with it. Double team. Mason Mabry in the game.
They need to fuel that little.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Andrew. He'll be praying for Dawson. We all will, folks. Pray for Dawson Fisher. Safe recovery. And Melissa Mabry came up to the booth. Check. Said that her parents are watching, I think from Colorado.
Wow. Yeah.
If you're out there, folks, please give a shout out for Mason. Chick, you said who'd you have people watching from?
We found people
Grant.
out of the U.S., Thailand, and the Philippines. That's incredible.
That is incredible. I'm so glad that people. That's what I wanted doing this. The people that would never get a chance to see their loved ones play. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, Jude, 6 points, Chick, for a whole half. Well, make it 8. You just don't see that from the Thunder. Under 10 points. Are the Trailblazers that good? Chick, you only lost by 1 point to this team in week 1.
That's right.
That's how good you guys are.
Yeah, that was one of my motivational points to our team. We were as close to a perfect season as you can get.
It was close.
First game we lost by a point, and then we missed Chase for another game that we lost. And that was it.
Chick, do you really think fatigue really played the major role?
Oh, yeah.
The boys were drained?
And a little loss of focus on our part. we kind of gave up our offense for 3-point shooting, which netted us almost 0.
Was there someone from the Thunder that stuck out in your mind that really, Jude Lapp maybe, or Beiler?
Jude.
Jude was fantastic.
He
Yeah.
controlled the game, no question about it.
How about this young man, Trent Zimmerman? Did you ever coach him in the blue shirt out there? Let's get a shot at Trenton. He's in the Hall of Fame, one of the best 3-point shooters at Upward.
I think he was on my team one year.
Was he a Grizzly? I think he was a Grizzly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Coach Good's back, trying to take my bread. Keep your hands off of that, Good. All right, folks, halftime. 27-10.
I woke up in the middle of the night, and I had a strong burning sensation in my chest. And as I rubbed my breast, I felt a lump that hadn't been there. I hadn't noticed it before. And so Monday before Thanksgiving, I was scheduled to go undergo a mammogram and an ultrasound. The radiologist comes into the room, and she begins to explain to me the results of my test. And at one point, as she's talking through her explanation, she used the words, "You're cancer." And she finished talking through and kind of explaining things. And I said, so wait a minute, can we just go back? I think earlier on you used the words, "my cancer." So are you saying that I have cancer? And to which she replied, yes. I'm fairly confident that you do have cancer. So I was scheduled to come back the next day. They did a biopsy of the lump in my breast as well as the lymph nodes. And the doctor, as we were speaking, I said, in my mind, as I'm seeing this as being an inconvenience. It's just an inconvenience, an interruption to my schedule. Would you agree? And she said, no, actually, I wouldn't agree that it's simply an interruption to your schedule. She said, this is very serious, and you need to be taking this very seriously. And that was my moment. I left the doctor's office. I called Ruth, told them what they had said. And even as I'm telling you this story, I remember everything. I can picture the moment that I was driving. I could take you back to the road and describe it to you. And I remember saying to God, okay, God, this is out of control, my control. And God, you can do whatever you want in this situation. And at some point in the conversation, I said, God, if you want to take me home sooner than I had expected, then I'm okay with that. But I said, God, if you allow me to live longer, I'm okay with that too. I'm really okay with that. I said, God, there's still a lot of good that I'd like to accomplish, and I'd love to have more time with Ruth and the kids. And God, what I'd love as much as anything is the opportunity to have impact on Raina and Grayson and Oakley, my grandkids. But God, either way, I'm okay. I didn't know what the future held, but I needed to know that God was going to be with me. He wasn't going to abandon me. He wasn't going to walk away from me. He would be with me in that moment. And 2 days before Christmas, I underwent surgery, a total mastectomy of the right breast, and then they removed several lymph nodes. And then a week ago Friday, I actually wrapped up my radiation treatments, and I was actually able to do this. And soon I'll begin several years of just hormonal and anti-cancer medications. And at this point, my prognosis, I'm being told, is good, and the likelihood of returning is slim. I spoke to God, and He heard me, and He answered.
Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you...
Up and in, Beiler. Back for the second half.
What do you want? Water, Sprite, or Coke?
I got a drink here. I think I'm good.
I'll take his water. Yeah.
Is that Zach Martin?
That's from Deshaun.
Thank you.
And right now, this is turning out to be a routing. I mean, Chick, nobody knew that the Trailblazers were going to do this. Grant. And supposedly Grant Stoltzfus is sick, and Mason Mabry. They got sick Tuesday, I was told. Can you imagine if they were healthy? They score 100. Well, we got to pay attention here. We got a championship game MVP to choose. Here's Carter.
Our last practice, we actually scrimmaged Lonnie's team.
How'd you do?
We weren't keeping score, but we got the whole gym, and kids got to run, and
That's always fun to do.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the most requests I got, there's Zach Martin, was to extend the league to 10th grade. But I don't know how you would work that. You
Well,
really
I
want
think
7th grade playing with 10th?
No, I think it opens up a lot of possibilities as to how you structure the league, and
I would think you'd have to open up to 11th then and get more older guys. So then you're talking a completely different league, like 10, 11, 12. If you get enough players. Here's McDowell.
well, I think it's a conversation that all organizations have to go through. You know, what are our opportunities? You know, what do we have to do to make that happen? You know, because you make an organizational decision, and things are different now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can tell you, Brian Conroy said absolutely not. He's not in favor of it, of extending the league. So that's going to be a knock against it. And I don't think Darren's even thinking about it either. But we don't know. We'll see. Right now, we got to deal with what we have, folks. Here's Wenger. 31-12.
Well, powers that be have built a good thing up here in New Holland.
It's a wonderful league. People come from far away. We got Gordonville.
They talk about it.
Reading. Here's Zach Martin. McDowell. Carter. Long two, no good. I don't think Jude Lapp's out there. Yes, he is. But, Chick, you got to admit it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Every league's going to have their bumpy roads. But all in all, very entertaining. An Upwards logo, the discovery of Jesus through sports. And that's exactly what goes on here. You have devotions. This is, I play Christ-centered commercials. And that's the main thing. McDowell misses. Lapp and Stoltzfus fighting over it. Check.
Thank you, brother.
Where's mine?
Where are we?
Yeah. Do that to him so he shuts up.
Thank you. Now, I want to know what you guys think about a keeper league. I don't think Mike Good's for it.
A what?
Keeper league. Now, here's
Keeper.
my idea. It's got to be a two-way optional. The coach and the player got to both want to be together. If one of them doesn't, they go into the draft. If you want to stay, you stay. And the reason I say that is so you can work over the summer. What I'm going to do with my organization is try to open up gyms for upward players. I'd love for their teams to stay together and work over the summer together. Still do devotions. And if your player doesn't want to be on your team or you don't want a player, put them in the draft. You're still going to have a draft. Just won't be as big. There's Jude Lapp. Well, just something to gnaw on.
Tell you what, number 16.
Yeah.
The defensive player in this league.
Oh,
Good.
Beiler's the one that was all over Chase Gwaltney all day, kept him to 6 points.
When we played against him, he was in Jackson, too.
An excellent player. I believe he plays with Connor Stoltzfus. Not Linville Hill. There's another school close. I don't think you can rule out Jude Lapp right now. I know there's 1:36 left to go and a big lead, but you got a guy like Jude Lapp, you can never assume a game is over.
They're going to need to shut down the defense. Or shut on the defense.
Turn on the D and turn on the scoring. Well, Beiler and Lapp are going to have to really crank it up hard. And Musser, here he is for 3. Chase Musser, heard you, Titus.
They need about 10 of those.
Well, only 14 now, fellas. Let's not count our chickens yet before they hatch. Coach Good's mocking me. I think Jude Lapp's going to come back and win this
He
game.
never saw a chicken hatch.
Coach Good hasn't said a word since
The Sixers came back over 10 and 11-1.
You're a good interview.
Sixers almost took this team down on a comeback. Titus is right. Chick, you were only lost by 1. You called your way. You were in the same position here, and your team came back and made it a 1-point game. And hey, number 42, never down them.
They need to get on their horse quickly.
Yes, they do. And that's not the way to do it. McDowell. Carter. Alex, back to Carter. Carter loves threes. McDowell for 3. That's no good. And Jude comes down with it. Chick, would you shoot 3s or would you stick with the 2s?
I'd stick with 2s.
Keep going 2s?
That's where the game is. Everybody gets excited about three-point shooting. The game's underneath.
Too many steps, Musser.
don't catch your chickens before they're hatched.
Oh, Coach Good's not letting me live that one down now.
I heard that before.
He doesn't like my little isms. All right. McDowell. Look at Carter. Hochstetler thought about 3. Dishes it instead to Grant.
Nice look.
With 20 seconds to go in the third. That's gonna make Coach Good leave the building right there. He saw enough. Beiler, no call. Good to see Scott Hayden out there. I guess Fidel needed a rest. Well, Chick, I know one thing. I need a rest.
Have a good weekend, Mike.
Yeah, I didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. Going on 2 hours, Chick. I must have spent 15 hours yesterday getting ready, preparing. I couldn't get a free moment at work. Usually I have free moments to work on Upward.
He wants to know the MVP.
Well, I think right now I would say Grant's in the lead for the MVP. But Carter's right there with him. Let's see what happens. If I can't decide, I go home and review the film. At the buzzer. No good. 33-17. Trailblazers.
Time is very precious to me. I don't know how much I have left.
Time is very precious to me.
I don't know how much I have left.
And I have some things I'd like to say.
Think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry,
that's a full day. That's a good day.
I urge all of you to enjoy your life, the precious moments you have.
To spend each day with some laughter and some thought.
To be enthusiastic every day.
We need your help.
I need your help.
It may save someone you love.
The Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research.
Its motto is,
don't give up.
Don't ever give up.
I've got to go, and I've got one last thing. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again.
Cancer can take away all my physical abilities.
It cannot touch my mind.
It cannot touch my heart.
And it cannot touch my soul.
Those 3 things are going to carry on forever.
I thank you, and God bless you all.
Yes, Jimmy Valvano. Chick, have you heard of Jimmy Valvano?
Oh, yeah.
He has started a cancer organization, and it is unbelievable.
Really?
He died of cancer in that speech we just played. Right after that. Absolutely unbelievable what they have done with cancer. It used to be an automatic, but not anymore. Same thing to go with the Trailblazers. McDowell missed. 33-17. Jude over the head of Beiler.
You know, one of the things that I think about a lot, coaching and Upward, is, you know, where are these kids going? I mean, some of them are going to really make their mark in this life.
You never know who's going to do what. Like Sean Stoltzfus hitting 5-footers. Chick, you coached the Seahawks to a championship. The Grizzlies got there and just missed by a point. And then your Knicks came back and won it. You're due for another championship soon.
Well, if I never get another championship, I've been blessed. I probably got into a couple of championship games that was an outlier, but things happen on championship Saturday.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and usually does.
Chick, what has upward meant to you?
You know, it's just
McDowell for 2.
You get wrapped up in life and other things, and you know, practice night and game day. It's just an opportunity to refocus, and you got their undivided attention for the most part during those times. And I look at this year's team. To a man, they're all different players. I mean, well, you were there when you know, one of our players scored his first only points on organized basketball. I mean, that's just kind of neat.
Are you referring to Luke Hodge?
No, Zamar.
Oh, Zamar, yes. I remember the Luke Hodge basket. You went pretty crazy on that one, Chick.
Absolutely.
And my son Jaden when he hit his first.
Yeah. Well, my first year, your wife sat on the bench with me, and after we won, she said, most of these boys haven't won a game in Upward. I couldn't believe it.
Absolutely.
You know, that's not right.
And then you came in
and then they went on to go undefeated.
Unbelievable. So, Chick, as a grandparent, what would you say to other families? Let's say a family with young kids participating in Upward, and they're deciding whether or not it's something for them. You, from the grandparent point of view, what has it done for you, and what would you say to them?
Well, I mean, it's just it's so rewarding. You know, in year 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, players are coming up to you, talking about, you know, their big game and friends they've made, and you know, I'd probably recommend people who are considering Upward to go back and watch some of your films. Maybe contact a coach or two. Ask them, you know, treat it as an interview. You know, are there any players they've had on their teams that would give a good, honest assessment of their time? I think there are very few Upward alumni who wouldn't speak up for the experience that they had. So you know, and you want to know you want to know that your kids are in good hands, and you know, testimonies.
Hochstetler almost shot on his wrong basket.
Yes, he did.
Try to help out. There's Grant.
Well, I think we can probably put this one in the books.
Yeah, pretty much over here for the Thunder. Hey, they had a heck of a run. Made it to the championship.
They did. And that's not nothing.
Check another thing that you did that's unprecedented. The first ever father-son head coach matchup. How did it feel playing against your son on the other side?
There aren't many things in life that I think I would want to compete against my sons. Pretty much I just treated it as another game. You know, I won. They could have probably won. You just have to have fun.
Who's that?
Which team did you play?
They played 2 games today. Oh, he played his son in the boys 56 league, Brian,
Right.
Coles, the Badgers, I believe. And boy, did they have a rough season that year.
They did.
I don't think they won a game. But that's what you could do here. Oh, do we got any 32 to get on defense? Uh-oh, somebody's getting on number 32. That's Mason Mabry. Here he is. I don't know if they're talking about Mason or not. See, where's Ryan Hoover? No, that's the wrong team. That's the Jazz. Sorry about that. Just reading the comments out in the chat. Zach Stoltzfus into the game. Minute 28 left in the 2026 season. And I'm still trying to decide here. It is so close between Carter and Stoltzfus. It is neck and neck. Titus, what's your vote? Do you have a vote?
That's so hard.
Do I go back and review the tape? I mean, Carter's been just as fantastic as Stoltzfus, but Stoltzfus is...
I think Stoltzfus has more points.
Yeah, he may have more points. Boy, it's so tight. Let's get Good's opinion. Coach Good, I may need to go to the voting committee here on the championship MVP. Who do you say? Not going to give a vote? Minute 20. To me, I'm deadlocked right now between McDowell and Stoltzfus. There's Carter looking for a foul.
50. It says 50.
All right, Coach Good. I got his vote. I'm not going to say it out loud. He gave his vote. Chick, do you have a vote? You said your number? Titus, do you have a vote? This is tough.
I might have to decide at the end. Maybe check at the end.
Wow, so Coach Good and Chick are split, and I'm split. All right, let's go. We're going to have to go out to the chat room. Anybody out there? We need a vote for the championship game MVP. It's between Carter McDowell and Grant Stoltzfus. It has been so close. I may have to go back and review and add up the points or something. I don't know. It's a blowout. Both guys were amazing.
You pick a coach in
Oh, we're getting votes here for Carter. Oh, we got a Carter easy. Coach Good. People in the chat room are all saying Carter McDowell. Here's Zach Martin. I don't know, Carter. That's who I was leaning towards. Both guys were just absolutely fantastic. King. Zach Stoltzfus for three. Make Connor and Dante proud. There you go, Zach. I think that's the first three in his career. Boy, he looks like Connor out there.
Yep. Have him on my team, too.
What was that like coaching Connor Stoltzfus, Hall of Famer, championship game MVP 2024?
Some games you just want to put them out there and tell them to do your thing.
Here's Zach. 6 seconds left in the season, folks. And that's it, your final, 48-24. Congratulations, Coach Hochstetler, his first championship ring. And the championship MVP is Carter McDowell for the Trailblazers. Congratulations. It was very, very, very close. But we went to the chat room. We got too many votes here. I'm going to take a screenshot. Here, I left it up to the chat room. That wasn't me. That was not my vote. I was deadlocked. So congratulations, Carter.
He doesn't ever take anybody's advice from no other time. And now he lets it go today.
I was totally deadlocked. I was totally deadlocked on it. Congratulations, Carter and the Trailblazers, Coach Hochstetler. And we got graduation ceremony coming up now.
Hey, somebody tell that team real quick if they can, just come on back. at least the ninth graders. I know there's a couple of there. I know they want to talk, but
Chick, any final words?
yeah.
It was a good year. Hope we can duplicate it.
Andrew, you're going to have to deal with Coach Good.
He's the
He's not
president.
happy right now.
Shit, I can't let you not talk to me that. You like the tie, bro? Yes. Hey, you like the tie break?
We ought to be interviewing.
I let you and the chat.
We ought to be interviewing Mike Good. He's a presence here.
Yes, he is. Mike Good, you need to get on the mic here.
Hey, while we're still broadcasting, just let me say real quickly. You know, a lot of people make this organization, and I know on my team, I had someone that held a position that doesn't hardly ever get talked about, and that's assistant coach. And we had Chase's dad, Dan Lonnie, this year, and I hope someday he starts coaching because he certainly has the skills to do so. So just a shout out to Dan.
There you go, folks. The indelible Chick Coles. It's been quite the season, folks.
Blayne, Alvaro, last name, you know Alvaro, Big Alvaro, Dawson Fisher, TJ Fox, Elijah Gavilondo, Chase Watley, Jackson Hackenberg, Dave Harding, Lincoln Harding, Alex Hochstetler, Nicholas Long, Jude L, Mason Marbury, Zach Martin, Joshua Maddox, Carter McDowell, David Gold, Gabriel, you know your name, right? Gabriel. Quinn Reed, Kieran Shannon, Grant Stoltzfus, Noah Bergler, Derek Isaac, and Landon Zimmerman. If your name was mentioned, come on up here and get it.
Yes, we've already extended the girls' league to 10th grade. Chick, do we have your vote for 10th grade boys?
Oh yeah, I think it'd be a great move for the organization. It opens up a lot of other possibilities, and I think we ought to seriously consider it.
There you go, folks.